Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Newcastle podcast. I am Big Paul, this is teacher Zé.
Hi, Big Paul. How are you doing?
I'm good and you Zé?
I'm
Are
doing
you okay?
fine.
Yes?
I'm doing fine.
Hello guys, welcome to this episode. Today we will talk about Avatar, but before we talk about this movie, Zé and I and Felipão would like to thank you for, inscribing?
Subscribing to our channel.
Ah, corta, eu errei.
No problem.
Não, corta, não gosto de errar. Não!
Isso aqui, pode colocar isso aí, Filipão, pode
Vou
colocar.
cortar. Vou voltar, vou fazer um agradecimento de novo. Ok, calma, respira.
Vai entrar, Paulo.
Calma. Não. Before we start talking about this movie, Zé and I and Filipão would like to thank you for subscribing in our channel. So now we reached the 1,000 subscribers, yes?
Very good. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Muito obrigado pela
Próximo
subscrição.
passo, 100 mil.
Yes.
Very good.
Que a gente aqui gosta de trabalhar com número real.
É isso aí, pô. Não, não vamos falar 1 milhão. 1 milhão é um pouquinho demais. 100 mil tá aí.
A gente merece.
Very good.
Alright, guys, so let's start talking about Avatar. But before, let's call our vinheta, our
Let's
intro.
go. So guys, today we are talking about the re-release of Avatar, which is a movie from 2009, was the highest grossing movie of all time when it was released, which means que era a maior bilheteria de todos, na verdade é ainda a maior bilheteria de todos os tempos, which is fun because before Avatar, it was Titanic, which was from the same director, James Cameron.
Yeah, the man knows how to make money.
Yes. And now it's becoming even more the first one because they are re-releasing the movie in a remasterizada, in a remastered version.
Best effects.
And it's amazing. Like the movie was very good. I was a big fan of Avatar. And they are releasing the movie again first because they want to release with some updates in technology.
Yeah, better effects. Technology has already evolved since 2009. Yes.
And also to people to remember because a lot of people don't remember the original movies and a lot of people haven't watched the original movie because the first one is from 2009. It took 13 years to release the sequel.
Especially the kids, the teenagers. There are people who weren't born in that time.
Yes, I watched it. I remember watching in 2009 in the movies, and I was like amazed by the technology and by the world building of the movie. Like they created, it's a fantasy. It's a sci-fi fantasy. It has some things from science fiction movies, and it has some things from fantasy movies.
Yes, it's a mix of sci-fi and fantasy.
Yes, and it's beautiful. It's so amazing. Beautiful. The world building, it's just amazing. And I was very moved by the movie when I watched it 13 years ago.
And the story is good too, right?
And the story is very good, yeah?
Yes.
It's not that new, yeah? It's like, for example, for people who know Pocahontas stories or Dança com Lobos, Dancing with the Wolves, or O Último Samurai, The Last Samurai.
Yeah.
It has very similar story, like you have a group of people, native people, and then a person, and then a foreigner comes to this group of people to try to investigate them, and they get
to
involved.
Know their culture, technology, weapons, everything. Yes.
Yes, and they end up getting involved with their culture. It's like the story is not that new, but it works very, very well. Sure. Did you like the original movie?
Yes, of course. I watched the first and the unique Avatar until now, yes, from 2009 in the cinema as well. And I've watched the new released one in the IMAX.
It's great,
so beautiful.
I watched it in IMAX too. It's just amazing.
And it's a really masterpiece.
Yes, and when we were younger, like IMAX wasn't in 2009. IMAX was just beginning in Brazil.
It was very expensive.
Very expensive. Nowadays, a lot of cities here. We live in Campinas. Here in Campinas, we have IMAX theaters, but a lot of cities have IMAX theaters, and it's a great experience.
Sure.
And
everyone should watch on it.
And it's one of the things that was a big deal when the movie was released was the usage of 3D. Because 3D before Avatar was one thing. There is 3D before Avatar and there is 3D after Avatar.
Avatar, yes.
Avatar used 3D so well and it was so brilliant that a lot of movies decided to make movies in 3D.
Yes.
And it was a waste of money in most of movies. Most movies weren't very good in 3D. I think like watching Avatar again now in IMAX, I still think that Avatar is the best movie on 3D in the history. Like
Yes.
they
Of
make
all time.
the use of 3D is perfect because they film it with 3D cameras.
Yes.
And it's just amazing.
You feel like you are literally in the movie.
Yes, you feel inside.
It looks like you are watching all the movements of the characters. Like you were together. Like you were together. They are talking. It looks like you are there listening personally. It's
Yes.
so impressive. In 2009, it was already impressive. Imagine now in 2022.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And well, the next movie is gonna be amazing.
And that's the thing to finish our episode of today. Expectations to the next movies. Actually, there is going to be a lot of movies. Yeah, they are
Yeah.
planning
Five in
movies.
total.
In the beginning, it was a trilogy. The idea was to make a trilogy, but now they are planning already. There is two filmed, like the one that is going to be released in the end of 2022. Now, then there is another one that is going to be released next year that is already filmed, and then they are planning to film more too. Five movies in the Avatar universe. What are your expectations?
Well, I have to be sincere. I'm so anxious, so excited for this because look, in the
Looking
first
forward.
yeah, I'm looking forward this. In the first Avatar, there were a lot of conflicts, a lot of beautiful scenes, but there wasn't a war. There wasn't a
God,
there was, but not the war we are expecting. You know, I think the movie has a lot of things to show us, many things, and it's so beautiful, so beautiful.
And the interesting thing now it's going to be released. The one that is going to be released is The Way of the Water,
The Way of
que eles
the Water.
traduziram como O Caminho das Águas. And James Cameron is a director that looks so much for details that he passed almost 10 years studying water, studying life underwater. Yeah. Because there's going to be a lot of elements of the new movie that is going to be passed in the water.
Inside the water, yes.
And he wanted to develop an underwater world from Avatar that is realistic to the underwater world of Earth.
Yeah, he's looking for a realistic and like scientific provage underwater world. Yes,
It's going to be amazing.
not only fantasy.
Very good, guys. So I think that's it.
Yeah.
We are going to talk again about Avatar when the movie is released in December. I think it's December 15th. So after December 15th, we are probably going to make an episode because we are going to watch this movie in the movies for sure.
Yeah. IMAX.
IMAX. That was it for today.
Thank you, Zach.
See
Thank
you
you,
in the
guys.
next one, Big Paul.
Don't forget to subscribe and let us your comments.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.